Thank you very much, Dr. Spencer. I have several takeaways from your presentation, and you have much experience in the classroom. And so I'm going to reiterate some of what you said to ensure that the learning has taken place. What is that big word that Dr. Spencer used up here? I want it from one of, I don't want it from Clinton, I want it from one of the youngsters. What is the word that means caused by humans? Anthropogenic. All right. And he also said that we need to be agents of change. And that is so important. And that the exercise that you have gone through over these past weeks is not just an exercise by and in and of itself, but something that should create some change within you, some change in your attitudes. Well, first of all, in your level of awareness, you now know. And so your attitudes should be affected, and by extension, your behavior should be also positively affected. And you're going to promise to share the information, right? Yes? Absolutely, somebody says. Thank you so much for that. Responsible use of our environment so that the gentleman there, Joe, who is planting the tree and ensuring that those who come after him will have an equally special space to occupy right here in Treasure Beach. Thank you very much for that, Dr. Spencer. And thanks to all the youngsters who shared the similar message in a different way earlier on, in their own special way. We're going to move now into our awards presentation. I'm going to be needing the help of some persons here to hand out the awards. I think I have some certificates with me. And let me see if I can locate them, and hopefully the wind doesn't take them away. We want to start with certificates of participation for, or not certificate of participation, but the order in which schools have been judged. We start off with the 4th place. Participation first. Okay, for the hubs. All right, we did hear Rebecca earlier on speak about the community getting involved and wanting to participate. And I noted the erection, the sign, just as I was coming into the community, at the entrance there at the Great Bay Road, and it recognizes the community of Treasure Beach for their environmental stewardship. All the hubs that have participated are noted on the sign so that people like myself who are visiting the area can be made aware of this continued is the operative word, initiative. So even though the competition part of it is over, you're just on the next leg of the journey. So I noted that. And we want to give certificates to the 6 communal areas that are involved in the initiative. And Ms. Kerry Chambers, a senior director in the ministry, will now come to assist us with those presentations. And we're going to start off with Swabies Plaza. In recognition of your participation in the Treasure Beach Recycling Initiative, will the representative from Swabies Plaza come forward, please? And we want you to stand so you can get a lovely photograph. Thank you very much. Certificate of Environmental Stewardship awarded to Jack Spratt Restaurant in recognition of your participation in the Treasure Beach Recycling Initiative. Jack Spratt could eat no fat. His wife could eat no lean. And so between them both, they licked the platter clean. I guess that's the idea. When you get to Jack Spratt, you are going to lick the platter clean. Kingfisher Plaza. Not sure if we have a representative we will accept on Kingfisher's behalf. Diet Supermarket, Great Bay. Thank you so much for your participation. Much appreciated. Bread Sports Park. Recognizing your participation and thanking you for hosting us here today. And I believe that's a lot. We will hold on to Kingfisher Plaza's certificate. We actually have Billy's Bay on the list. I'm not sure if we have the certificate here today, so we will have to award that at a later date. All right, so it's Swaby's Plaza, Jack Sprat Restaurant, Kingfisher Plaza, Billy's Bay Gospel Chapel, Diet Supermarket, Great Bay, and Bread's Sport Park. May I have a round of applause for all those communal areas that were involved in this initiative. And now we go to the schools. I get a drum roll. Drum roll, drum roll. Where's the drum? You have a drum. Give us a drum roll. In fourth position, let me invite Tara Bryan, first of all, from Recycling Partners of Jamaica, to come forward. She is going to make the presentation. And it goes to Little Fish Basic School. And Little Fish will be getting a laptop. I'm not sure if the laptop is here today, is it? It is, so Miss Georgia, can you help us out here, please? The certificate and then the laptop. Right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Tara. May I invite Mr. Julian Patrick, our Director of Product Development and Community Tourism at TPDCO, to come forward at this time. Mr. Patrick, we are asking you to assist us in handing over the certificate and the laptop to the third place winners in the recycling competition here in Treasure Beach. And it goes to, drum roll, Pedro Plains Basic School. You have to kneel down, Julian. No, she's so tiny. I think teacher better take that laptop, you see? Turn your certificate around. It's right, turn it around. And hold it up. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, will receive 2 laptops, a printer, copier, scanner. And this is the reward for all your troubles. I'm hearing somebody saying, okay, go ahead. Okay. All right, so the presentation is being done by Ms. Chambers from the ministry, our senior director, and it goes to Pedro Plains Primary School. Principal, be in the picture, be in the moment. Be in the moment. Yeah, just be in the moment. Smile. Yes, I did. 2 laptops, printer, copier, scanner for the 2nd place winners. All right, we can pick up the rest of the gifts after. And I suppose that applause was both the 1st place as well as the 2nd place winners. Because with four teams in the competition, if you have had a 4th and a 3rd and a 2nd, yeah, so 1st place knows already that they are winners. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what the 1st place winners will receive. 3 laptops, projector, screen, plaque, and that is going to be handed over by Dr. Andrew Spencer. Please, put your hands together for our 1st place winners, Sandy Bank Primary School. You want to put that in front of the, yes, in front of the box. All right. Okay. All right. Congratulations are in order. I believe you're all winners, so put your hands together for the hard work for yourselves. And now we're going to hear from Opal Alexander, who is the principal of the Sandy Bank Primary School, winners of this competition. There you go.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am deeply humbled to stand before you all today to express gratitude on behalf of all the principals who participated in this recycling drive. To the officials of the Ministry of Tourism, Ms. Georgia Lumley, Production Facilitation Officer, Ms. Tara Bryan, Recycling Partners of Jamaica, Dr. Andrew Spencer, Ms. Marlene Stevenson Daly, principals, other specially invited guests, students, media personnel, pleasant afternoon. The greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. Yes, indeed, we have to each do our part to protect Mother Earth. We welcomed this partnership with the Ministry of Tourism and the schools in Treasure Beach. This partnership that taught our students to care for the environment. This has been a great experience for all persons involved. It pulled communities together and heightened healthy competition among the schools. Traveling to work in the mornings, I could see parents from as far as Seaview transporting bottles to different schools. The parental involvement was rich in Sandybank and the neighboring communities. Our board members and teachers were integral in the collection process in our school. Community members sought to support us and the other schools in the area by giving us equal opportunity to excel in this competition. Thus we saw persons sharing between Sandybank Primary and Little Fish. Mrs. James could be seen in a pile of bottles that were dumped for disposal. She and a number of students were seen and bagging up these bottles in truckloads, transporting to the school. Mrs. Foster was ecstatic when the trucks transported the bottles to the school. And we could see the joy on the faces of the students when they saw our bottles piling up. This venture taught our children to take pride in their environment. Our students were so excited when they located places where we could go and pick up bottles. When we gathered many bags of bottles to be transported and no one came to pick up on the designated day, Mrs. Lumley was sure to receive a call. She was always polite and sought to assist us as soon as possible. Thank you, Miss Lumley. When the transport came to pick up, it was so loaded on numerous occasions that it could only transport those that were from Sandybank Primary School. Those were Kodak moments for us. Garbage pays. Let us turn it into cash. And we have seen the reward of garbage collection, of bottle collection. At Sandybank Primary School, we are doing just that. The students who are members of the environmental club are so excited about getting money for their bottles that they were seen up to yesterday washing out their recycling drums for the very first time. They have become so involved in recycling that their enthusiasm allows them to encourage the other students in the school to become a part of the movement. They get very disgruntled if children are seen throwing the wrong garbage in the recycling bins. The impact of this competition has been a positive one. I do hope it will be lasting for all schools. Now that the competition has ended, we should all continue to recycle our bottles in order to have a sustainable environment for our future generations. Indeed, recycling plastic is fantastic. Now, dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. Keep we island clean. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm happy for the words you have shared with us, Madam Principal. It speaks volumes. And I certainly hope, as you said, that it doesn't stop here, that our children will continue to be a part of the initiative, to share the information with peers, with family, parents, friends, you know, just about everybody. So it can become contagious and we can all get in the groove. Yes? Not just here in Treasure Beach, but all across Jamaica. A couple of weeks ago, I had the good fortune to be at the Jamaica Red Cross National Youth Day, and I was just amazed by some of the products that they were displaying. Lovely chairs and tables and all kinds of paraphernalia made from bottles and cans. I sat in a nice sofa that was made of all recycled materials, and I thought, we can do this. We can turn our trash into cash. And so I just encourage everybody. Dr. Spencer earlier on said he was preaching to the choir, but you know, even the choir sometimes needs a little encouragement and a little injection to keep the spirits up, so that when you go out there, you can be enthusiastic ambassadors for this recycling program. I want to say a very special thanks to Ms. Rebecca Wersma of the Destination Management Organization, Tara Bryan of Recycling Partners of Jamaica, Dr. Andrew Spencer, our Executive Director and our Director of Product Development and Community Tourism, Mr. Julian Patrick from TPDCO, for coming and for participating and for just being so committed. The schools involved, including the teachers, the principals, students, parents, and of course the wider community that supported. Pedro Plains Basic School, Pedro Plains Primary School. Also want to thank you for the item that you presented earlier. Sandybank Primary, our winning school, top of tops. And Little Fish Basic School. We saw them performing earlier on as well. We want to thank them for their item and for being a part of the competition. Each of the recycling hubs, along with their respective staff, because it wasn't just the persons who own or operate the businesses that got involved, but their staff members and by extension, persons connected to these members of staff. From Swabies Plaza, Jack Spratt Restaurant, Kingfisher Plaza, from Billy's Bay Gospel Chapel, Diet Supermarket in Great Bay, and Bread Sports Park, where we are today. Of course, we couldn't say thank you without saying a very big thank you to the Tourism Enhancement Fund, TEF. They continue to support the tourism industry. They continue to be true to what they were created for, which is to ensure that projects of this nature continue, things that will make Jamaica and tourism in Jamaica more inclusive, and of course so that our destination residents can benefit more. We want to also say thanks to Destination Management Organization for the work on the ground, Recycling Jamaica, Partners of Jamaica for picking up the bottles, yes, for the collection, because you could have a mountain and if nobody comes to take them away, then you're going to get even more discouraged and say, what are we here, wallowing in a pile of bottles? You know, so we're happy that you were able to do so. We also want to thank Southern Parks and Markets for the transportation of the bottles, and the Tourism Product Development Company for the support of this wonderful initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being here today. And if I've left anybody off, which I think I have, we want to thank the members of the media, members of the press that are here with us today, who will ensure that this information goes beyond Great Bay to the rest of Jamaica. Thank you so much for being here today, and God bless you. And remember, while you dash away, no wash away. Continue in your winning ways as we try to make Jamaica a better place. Thank you once again, and God bless you.